Hey guys, Retro Reviews here again with another Transformers video review, and this time continuing on the Generations lineup. I'm going to go ahead and do Blitzwing, the Voyager class figure, which after 3 runs of Classic / Universe / 25th Anniversary / Generations, we finally get all 3 of the Decepticon Triple-Changers, Astrotrain, Octane, and Blitzwing. And honestly, I'm kind of glad they waited to do Blitzwing. As you can see, very, very awesome. Just like Springer, based off of his IDW comic book styling. So, just, very awesome looking robot mode. Big problem, I want to get this pointed off now. In robot mode, his shoulders do not stay on there. As you can see, this piece likes to come up a bit when you try to rotate the shoulder. It kind of does that, and it's really difficult to try to get imposed and then have to keep moving this over and over again, and just basically not fun. Hang on, I gotta move the camera up. I moved him too close. Come on, camera, move. Tripod. There we go. So, his head, this is what really astounded me with the way they did his head. Because obviously he's based off of his Generation 1 version. They did do something that most current era Transformers fan would recognize Blitzwing for, which is his face changing. If you go and pull his face up or down, you can actually move it around to reveal his crazy face from animated, or his calm scientific face from animated, which it's not showing up well in my lighting. But I like to keep it this face because he's G1. Anyways, weapons, he does come with a gun that's non-firing, and a sword, which is also non-firing. That's about it for armament. He does have the giant cannon sticking off of his back, but we'll get to that in vehicle mode. So, articulation, his head can rotate. Also, one thing to mention, his cockpit does open up, which is almost unusable in vehicle mode, but that is just still so cool to see. Shoulders, they can bend out, and they can rotate up if you make sure to keep the piece connected on there. No waist, but hips are on this kind of universal joint. They can rotate out and around. Knee can swivel and bend. And ankles are on a ball joint. So, not bad for articulation. Yeah, just like Springer, I'll go ahead and go through his different modes, and also just like Springer, he's not a small Voyager. So there he is standing up next to, or behind, Generation Starscream. So just overall not small at all. And go ahead and transform him. We're going to go and take off his weapon, and take off his weapon. Take off his weapon. For some reason this sword took me a lot longer than it should have to remove, but anyways, go ahead and straighten out the fists. And you want to make sure the fists are straightened out when you move those, because it kind of gets a little finicky and won't want to go unless it's straight. So take those and move them around. take his head, fold it down, or push it down, and hopefully it will stay down. Go ahead and flip it all the way around here like this too. Come on, stay down. And nose cone is done out of this rubbery plastic, so it helps a little bit trying to get that fit in there for jet mode. So it should look like that. Take the cannon and fold it up and around, just like so. And take his arms, fold these up all the way like this until they're folded up like that, and rotate the arm at the elbow. And you can't see that. Alright, rotate the arm at the elbow so it looks like that, and fold it up, and it will clip in onto this piece right here on his back. So go ahead and do it on this side too. Just like that. Position the wings any way you want, really. It doesn't matter, just... I kind of like them angled. It looks cooler that way to me. Take the legs, fold them around, rotate them out, fold the wing out, and underneath the wing is a small flap that you go and fold out like this. So it kind of fills in the wing, and close up the feet. Fold the tail wing out and go ahead, and there's this post right here on his leg will go into that hole on his back, or in his back right there, and then this piece will clip together, should clip together. There we go. Just push it in and it goes like that, and then this piece will go in like that. And then go ahead and do the same over on this side. Take the wing out. And it kind of helps to push the treads in too. Make sure the treads are pushed in all the way. Gives the peg right here a little bit more clearance. Yeah, fold out the little flap and clip that in and clip that on. And then there we have his jet mode, which looks awesome, to say the least. Very nice, very big jet engine right in here, and big intakes, tiny little thrusters, or condensed in thrusters with a big cannon sticking out the back. Weapon storage, there's a peg hole on the top right here, and then there's a peg hole on the bottom right there. I don't worry about the peg hole on the bottom. Usually what I do is, what I like to do is put the sword, I like to peg that on so it's sitting on the back of the jet and filling up some space. So it looks like that on the back now. And then take the gun, and aerodynamicy be damned, plug that on right there. Which there's also ports on the wings to place them, but that just looks god awfully silly. There's jet mode. No landing gear on the wheels, but this front one does fold up. And that's all it really does. And cockpit can like open up that far, but that's because of the The connecting point on the nose cone kind of restricts it from going any farther. Here is Thundercracker, just like on Springer. Again, very nice jet mode. Very big jet mode. And there we have that. We'll go ahead and transform him to tank mode now. Okay, go ahead and remove these. We'll separate them, use them for later. Go ahead and fold up the landing gear on the jet. Fold that back, and concurrently at the same time fold the gun turret around, and it will peg in place. And so will the cockpit underneath. Yeah, unpeg the arms, rotate them around, and peg them in. That's the way you're supposed to do it. I kind of like it sitting like that. It looks a bit better, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it that way. And hopefully I didn't hear anything crack as I was pushing the translucent yellow plastic piece up against the surface. And take his legs, spread them out, open them up, rotate this around like this, fold the little panel out, come under here and fold this out, and rotate the treads around. Fold that back up, fold that up any way you need it to, and set that in there. And then this post will connect onto the same hole that it did when we were in jet mode. That hole right there. Also, you can go ahead and fold up the wings to make the top of the tank flow a bit more. And come on, peg in there. So there's that, and go ahead, repeat on the same side. Which will look like that, and the turrets will peg, or the treads will peg into the body. If I can get it to work. Yeah, just a second. I should be able to get this. Hang on. All right. Come on, it's not wanting to go. There we go. So, should look. Oh, that's what I'm doing wrong. Forgot to fold out the tread. Wow. Anyways, get that lined up all nice and neat. There we go. And then finally for his tank mode, pull these little tan bits out and they'll clip in and fill up the empty space. Ah, really? I had you pegged in and now you're not wanting to go. There we go. Come on. There, that's good enough. So there he is in his tank mode, which does look very nice if you can get him done right. He does roll. He's got wheels on the inside of his tank treads. It looks just overall pretty nice. You can go ahead and place weapons on him just like jet mode, which I do that to help fill it up and give him a secondary gun, which looks pretty good. And he does have a missile launcher in this mode. If you go ahead and pull the tank turret back, it's spring loaded and it will fire out. It does fire decently, not best, but it's there. But overall, go ahead and show him next to Springer. And just again for reasons, yeah. There he is with the Thundercracker. Now, very awesome mold. I do like Blitzwing. I do recommend Blitzwing. It's just the fact that he's got some problems, most notably the shoulders and his head, which are just small problems. But anyways, overall very nice. I do like this guy. If you can pick him up, I do recommend picking him up still. But honestly, I do have to say Springer's a better figure if you have the choice. But if you had to choose between the two, if you can only buy one, I'd buy Springer. So anyways, this is Ratchet Reviews. I hope you guys like this video review, and I will see you again next time.